Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. I have a haul video, and at first I thought that this haul video was going to be a shorter one, but the past couple of days I've had some really good luck at thrift stores and estate sales. So it's kind of piled up a little bit, so it's time to do it. I also have my grandkids coming for a few days, and I knew I wouldn't get to it for a while, so I figured, okay, let me just take a little bit of time here and get this video out. I don't know in what, well, it doesn't matter what order I got anything. And some of these bags have been doubled up, like in the back of the car. We put things in other bags to carry them in the house, so these may be more than one at a time. So this was, let's see, this was an estate sale. These were thrift store, and these are my husband's. Those are my husband's. That goes with that. And these are my husband's books, so those go back to him. Okay. All right, so this was an estate sale. First of all, this is not junk journal related, but I found another Girl Scout knife. Isn't it pretty? I have my other one. No, every time I go to try to find it, I can't find it. It's in a thing up here. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I have another one that I found at a thrift store. This one cost me a little bit more, but I had my husband look at it. He's a knife expert. He collects all kinds of knives, and he said that this is not bad. It does have the person's name and address on it, which, I don't know, kind of adds to the charm a little bit to me. But yeah, I got a Girl Scout knife. All right. I picked up this pack of index cards. They're from the Dollar Tree. I don't know what I paid for them, but only because of the colors. They were different colors. God knows I don't need index cards, but I figured, they're different colors. Why not? They, it adds a little bit of interest to the plain white index card. They had some bins of different papers and stationeries and stuff. Nothing like real super good, but look at this. This is a pad of paper, and to me it looks like it's from the 70s. I don't know. There's no date or anything on it, but it reminds me of the 70s. So isn't that cool? Butterfly paper. I thought that was pretty awesome. I liked it. And then it was in this box, so I just grabbed the whole box. I don't know. This is an artist painting with his mouth. I don't know. That's all there is. And Petoskey stone. I don't know what that is. Anyway, they were just in this box. So I grabbed the whole box. These are little note cards. Okay, designed with mouth stick by polio paralytic James Wood, who I'm assuming is this person here. Again, there's no date on these, but they look kind of, 70s, 80s maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I thought they were kind of cool. And what is this? This was just in the box. Santa retires in Florida. Huh. I am going to guess that when these people retired to Florida, they put this in their Christmas cards. I don't know. I'm just guessing at that. I have no idea what they charged me for this this stuff, but I got it for this. So whatever they ended up charging me, that's fine. I picked up some envelopes because, well, I needed the envelopes. Also from this particular sale was this. It's gonna go right over there. This was also in the same sale. This is just a pad of vintage Christmas paper, some sand dollar notepad, some Tampa, Florida paper, oh, a little owl notepad. I didn't even look at all of these. What I was getting it for was this other paper. A card. And this paper here. It's got these pen and ink drawings. There's sand dollars. There's, I forget what those birds are called. They're not, maybe they're seagulls. Yeah, they're probably some kind of seagull. And I thought there was another design. Yeah, a pelican. So I liked, that's what I got this box for. And there's just a few other pieces of note paper. Oh, I didn't even see the flamingos. They're cute. They're super cute. I like them. And some envelopes that I don't really need. But we can always add them to the stash and play with them. So this, all of this stuff was bundled together. I'm not going to be able to pile this stuff up here. Gosh. I have a... This isn't going to work today. Okay. Then, this was from a thrift store we went to. And they were kind of hidden. When I saw these, I was like, oh, what is that? But look at this. This is, let's see if there's a date in here. These were 25 cents each, $2 per dozen. $19.02. Oh my goodness. 1902. And it's a songbook of like American type patriotic songs. I mean, they're not all patriotic, but they're just, I don't know, probably written by American songwriters or something. But I liked it because the size, you know, the pages are nicely aged and the size of the music is small. And there's even like on where there's writing, that's nice and small. Very good for collaging on little things, you know. So I look at that. That's some teeny tiny writing. And I would, you know, at another point in time, I might have said, well, this, I don't want to cut this up. This is like old and it's really cool, but it's also falling apart. And like I said before, I'm not the curator of vintage paper. I'm the recycler of vintage paper. And then this is another one. This was 35 cents. This was published in Boston. And let me see if there's a date on this one. It also appears to be like Americana music. And it also has small print, I guess. Font. Does music have a font? I don't know. But there's no date on this, but I'm going to guess that it's around the same time. Bates Mitchell Piano Company in Springfield, Mass. My home state. Yeah, there's no date on here. I'm going to guess that they gave this to people who bought a piano. Pretty cool. And this one I picked up because it says property of the Board of Education, Warren, Ohio. And that is where my husband was born, in Warren, Ohio. He moved to Florida when he was about 5 or 6, so he considers himself a Floridian, but you know, that's where your roots are. So this is the Basic Science Education series of foods. And I thought the graphics in here were really, really cool. And this one I might end up copying pages from and keeping it intact, just simply because it is from his home state, and I probably wouldn't be able to get. Yep, these are going to tear. Boy, I wish they wouldn't do that. I don't know if I'd rather have the tear or rather have the fluorescent orange price tag on there. I don't know. Anyway, those are from a thrift store. Then these are from another thrift store. Yesterday we went to a couple of estate sales that are like probably about an hour or so from us. But usually in that area they have really good estate sales because it's more rural and there's more farms and older homes that have older stuff. And while we're there, there's a couple of thrift stores that I like to stop at. And one of them always has buttons. So I stopped and I got myself some buttons. And they're really cool because they throw them in whatever glass containers they have. And that's always fun. Then you get this cool, like this is a triangle container. I imagine it maybe at one time contained oil or something. Does it say on the bottom? Anne's House of Nuts. So this contained nuts at one time. But it looked to me like there were some older buttons in here. So I'm going to take these jars to my mother's, let her pick through them and take out what she wants for her collections, and I will take what I want for my crafting. There's a couple of good metal buttons right there. And this is a good 40s button. I'm learning. She's teaching me. And this one button in the top here, I can't get it so where you can see it. It looks kind of cool. So I'm anxious to see what she says about that button. And speaking of buttons, you know, I've mentioned before that all the buttons that I don't use, I throw back into jars and stuff, and I try to sell them at our yard sale thing. And we did the yard sale thing this past week, and I sold all my buttons. I was so happy that right buyer finally came along. I had a couple jars. I use like jelly jars or whatever jars I have available, or sometimes canisters. Sometimes the things that I buy them in, I put them back into whatever I have. So there are a variety of sizes, and I put different prices on them and stuff. So I had a couple of jars on the table, and then I had a big like grocery bag full of more jars and tins down on the ground. And so this person came and she starts looking at the buttons and talking about the buttons. And I said, well, I have more down there on the ground in the bag. And she looks at it and she says, oh, that's a lot of buttons. She said, how much for all of them? And I was like, yes. So I went around and I kind of quickly in my head counted everything up, and I gave her a super good price of $35 for all the buttons, and she took them all. Now there was probably, I don't know, if you price it like the thrift stores, some of the thrift stores or antique stores would price it, there was probably $60 worth of buttons there. I don't know. You know, value is all whatever. But I had been lugging these buttons to this yard sale thing for months, and nobody wanted them. I had somebody who wanted to buy all of them, so I just you know, gave them to her at a very good price, I thought. And so she bought them all. I have another bag that I'm working on putting in jars for the next time. I'll take some more and try to sell some more. But now that frees me up to buy some more. I was so happy. I was like so thrilled. Oh yes, take all the buttons, please. So all of those buttons are gone on to a new home for somebody else to enjoy. So at that same thrift store, I picked up this. I've got a couple of these. They're just fun. You know, they're reproductions, but they've got nice aged looking pictures and paper, and these are just good for collaging mostly, because the pictures aren't really clear enough to use them, but they're fun. And they had these bins outside, and it was fill a bag for, I think it was $1.87. I don't know why it was such an odd number, but it was $1.87. And it was junk. It was just junk. But the first thing I saw was this. And I was like, oh, look at this. This is old. There's not many left in here. I mean, there's still quite a few, but and I wish they were written on, but they're not. But I grabbed this up, and then I was like, oh, but $1.87. Yeah, I would probably pay $2 for this. But what else can I get? I mean, I might as well get as much as I can. And the only other thing that I thought was worth picking up was this vintage pattern. I liked these little girls. I would probably cut them out, and they would be good for my 70s journal. Let's see, 1960. Wait. Put the glasses on. 1969. That would work for 70s, early 70s still, I think. So that was kind of a fun little find. I don't usually find that kind of vintage paper. And then this next one was another estate sale. I really did well at the estate sales this week. We haven't had many good ones lately. So I was really happy to get to a couple good ones. This, hey guys, this is full of vintage wrapping paper. So this is like for a Father's Day man type of thing. Isn't that awesome? I just think this is so cool. Some little stickers. Some of these, you know, not all of them are things that I would use, but I think this might be Marjolaine Baston. It's not really vintage, but it's so pretty. So I would use this one. Let's see. It says on the back. It's WWF, and it has rainforest facts, tiger facts, panda facts. It doesn't say who drew. It's printed on recycled paper. But I don't know. To me, this looks like her, but it may not be. But isn't that pretty? Some tyco paper. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. I'm not sure sometimes how to use some of the old wrapping paper, because it's most of it's too thin. This is like almost tissue paper thin to use for a signature page. Now this, I could cut out some of the images and use those. And I guess I could back it with heavier paper. I don't know. This is not vintage, but this can work in a Christmas journal. And then look at this one. I think it's wedding paper. Let me see if I can turn it the other way. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Not sure how to use these. Let me know if you have suggestions on how to use this vintage wrapping paper, because I make a pretty tag. Because I'm not really sure. Now, I didn't look through all of this. I just glanced at it and saw that there was some vintage stuff in here. And I grabbed it, and I don't even know what I paid for it. That's cute. That's 70s. Pretty. Oh, look at this. A whole package of the watering can. Would that be for a shower? Would you say, maybe? That's kind of cool, too. Look at that one. Aw. That one's cool. Kind of Pennsylvania Dutchish. Look at that. Little space babies. Oh my goodness. How cute is that? Oh, this has got kitties on it. This looks 80s. The colors. This one includes a little gift card and a squashed bow. There's some more of that. Oh boy, they liked that paper. Oh my goodness, they really liked that paper. If you want any, let me know. These are interesting, kind of cool. This has got some scenery. Horses. This one's old. Look at, oh my goodness, look at the colors on that. Wow. That's awesome. I don't know what the letters stand for. Maybe nothing. I don't know. Some more of that. Very pretty fall paper. Might save that one, put that on the top. Use that for something. It's different. Some labels. Are these from Current? Yep, they're canning labels. That's kind of cool. This one is not quite so old, but very cute. This one's got little elves on it. It's cute. Oh my goodness. That one's, does it have a date? Put their old glasses on. Very fine print down here. American Greetings, 19, oh boy. 1975. It's got Roman numerals on it. So that one's from 1975. 50, 60, 70, 76. So this was pretty cool. I was happy to grab this up. I don't know. I need some ideas on how to use vintage wrapping paper. You know, maybe aside from the usual, just to put it on a tag or a journaling card or something. Maybe there's some other uses for it, because I have a lot of it now. That was one estate sale. This is another estate sale. Or was it the same one? No, this is a different estate sale. I had some really good luck at these estate sales. I was very happy with the sales this time. Sometimes you go, you know, we went this morning to a couple and we got nothing. Well, no, I shouldn't say nothing. I got something. I don't remember what, but I did get something. Okay, so first they had, this person was a collector. She had all kinds of things. One of the things that she obviously collected was hankies. Tons of hankies. Well, I don't need a ton of hankies, and I have quite a few, but I did glance through them to see if there was anything unusual or different. And I picked up this one. This has some beautiful embroidery on it. It's really pretty. So I grabbed that one just because for the embroidery. I just thought it was nice. And I grabbed this one because look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Again, these are something I'm not quite sure how to use these in a journal. I have used them for pockets, but I don't know. I might just keep this one to put on a cover. I don't know. I'm not sure how to use them, but I like them. I think they're beautiful, and I would like to use them somehow. And then I picked up this collar. It's handmade. And it has these I don't know what you call them, these flappy things on them. And I like to put these like on the top of like a fabric flip, just kind of, you know, as a little hanging down thing. I just think they're really pretty. So I grabbed that one. She had quite a few of these also, but I don't need to add more to my stash that I am not using. So I'm trying to be very selective and very careful about what I'm picking up as far as things like, especially the linens go. Let me do these next. So these are cards. I know. I don't know why I let myself do this, but they have horses on them. Yes, I've already done my horse journal, but I have a feeling there's going to be another one in the future. Maybe more of a cowboy journal is what I'm thinking, than just horses, but cowboys. So those would be really cool in a cowboy journal. And then I picked this up. This is very cool. It's a leather card case. It's got somebody's initials on them. Now I can glue this down if I want to, but inside, oh my goodness, aren't those adorable? That's adorable. I had to get these. I wasn't going to get just the case, but when I opened it up and I saw what was in it, I thought maybe there was a date on it, but no. Oh my goodness, I just love these. I just love these. I don't think they've been played with. So I grabbed the whole thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with the case. I kind of like it if I can, get that back down. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know. Stuff I don't need. My husband picked up these two books. They had a lot of older books there. I didn't want to get books necessarily just because it's an old book. If I couldn't think of an immediate way that I was going to use it, I didn't want to pick it up because, again, I'm full and I have to be a little bit more selective in what I'm getting. But my husband picked this one up. This is cool. It's today would be politically incorrect, but it says Two Little Japs and Their Strange Adventures. How adorable is that? Oh my goodness. Look at those little kids on their snowshoes. And it's this little storybook. It has a date in the front of 1889. I will not be cutting this book up. I can't. This thing is just like, it appeared that the gentleman that had lived here was in the military, and he was stationed in Japan. And I'm going to guess that he picked this up when he was in Japan. But look at this. This is such a gorgeous book, and it is in such good shape for its age. Now, there's no way that I'm going to cut this book up. And look how it's bound. Just like we do. Isn't this awesome? I love this little book. So this is a collection book. This is not a junk journal book, but I love it. And he also picked this one up for me. This one. And again, I don't know if I can cut this one up either. This is dated 1852. And I think these books were like $1 or $2 each. They weren't charging antique book prices. Like some places do. So it's the Illustrated Alphabet of Birds. It was published in Boston. And look at these pages. Now there's a lot of aging going on in this book. But it's a beautiful book. So again, I just don't know. I just don't know if I can cut this one up. It's wonderful. Wouldn't that make like a really pretty journal cover though? Look at the spine on it. I don't think so though. This one, I don't know. I don't think it's like super old. But I thought it was a cute little book. 1941. Older than I thought. But it has all the different embroidery stitches in it. Now each of these pages would make a super cute journaling card in like a sewing book or something. But again, it's like, all right, do I want to cut it up? But I don't know what I would do with this book if I didn't. So, I don't know. This is an iffy one. But I liked it. I had to have it. Even the cover is really cool. I have a weakness for old school books. I just kind of have to have them. This goes to Little Japs and Their Strange Adventures. This goes to this book. Must have come out of the front of it. We'll just put it right back in there. I don't know how it came out of there, but so this is a geography book, and it is 1849. 1849, you guys. Now it's in, it's aged, but it's all intact. And look at the drawings in it and stuff. Imagine being a student in 1849 and this is the book that you learned from. It's so very cool. There's I don't know if you can see it. It says Norwegian killing a bear. That's kind of funny. Very, very interesting. And I kind of want to read some of it because, dated 1849, things have changed, History of the United States, etc. I don't know what the etc. is, but very cool. Very cool book. So, I don't know. Again, save it or not. I don't know. All right. I saw this and I thought that this was funny. First of all, the title of it, More Fun in Bed, is attention getting. But what it is it's games and things. Like, if you're sick in bed, you can, kind of like today's puzzle books that you can get at the drugstore, you know. But it's a book. And I picked it up because there's some kind of interesting little illustrations and games, and I don't know, I just thought it was different. Ooh, what is this little fun thing? Old rusty paperclip. Oh, best wishes for speedy recovery, George and Julie. And then they, in little letters, they put their last name. Or somebody did. Little surprise. But so anyway, yeah, I don't know. I just saw it and picked it up. I don't know if you can see that. It says, keep moving, we've got them guessing. That's funny. I think that's funny. Somebody played some of the games. So there's like crossword puzzles and word games and stuff like that. Go home and go to bed. Well, it was first published in 1932, and then it says, since then, the following credentials have been added. And the most recent is 1933. 16th printing, 1934. A very good shape for a book from 1934, I have to say. That would make a naughty journal. I picked up this. I don't know why. It was there, and this person was a cat lover. There were cats everywhere. Not real cats. Statues of cats, figurines, books, anything you can imagine with cats. It had it. In fact, my husband picked up a cat. Not a real one. I remember this book from when I was a kid, and I really love the colors in this book. So I could make this somehow into a journal. I could cut out some of the pictures and put them in a journal. I don't know. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's in really, really good shape. Let me see what the copyright on it is. 1969, which, yeah, I would have been 8 when this came out. So I'm going to guess that my library had it. Although it's a weekly reader children's book club, maybe I bought it from the book club. I don't know, but I remember it. Okay, moving along. How are we doing on time? Got about a half hour. Let's see. This is today's estate sale. This is for my pin collection. Yeah, I have a pin collection too. I collect everything. I'm a collector. And I do like cats, so I thought that was cute. For $2. Why not? Oh, there's a marking on it, but I can't. JJ. JJ. Anybody know jewelry? What does JJ stand for? I don't know. I don't know jewelry. I just like what I like, you know. These bags were $2 each, which I would have preferred to pay $1, but hey, obviously I thought they were worth $2. A needle book that's bent, but that's all right. And then this other needle book. And I got it more for this one because it was different than the other one. Look at that. That's old. My mother collects these. And a newspaper cutout from Work Basket Shopper. I wonder what she wanted it for. Interesting. So that's kind of cool. A little piece of it came off, but that's for my mother. And I picked up this bag of measuring tapes because I could tell that one of these in here was cloth. This one is a cloth one. Oh, it's cool looking too. Would that not look awesome in a journal? What's that say? Pollutant specifically for weight reduction. Oh my goodness. I thought it was cool looking. You take little pieces of that and put it in a journal, on a collage or something. I think it's cool. Or along the edge of a page. And then let's see what these other ones are. This one I thought was old looking. It's kind of more cloth-like than plastic, but it does have a plastic. It's paper, I guess. More paper than anything. But I like the colors on it, that blue and the bright yellow. This one is kind of cool. This has got a plastic coating, very worn on one side. Or maybe those numbers weren't even there originally. I don't know. Yeah, they were because it's 10 and this is 51, but I like the colors on that one too. Some of these others are just regular plastic ones. This one says Japan on it, so this is older. It's kind of cool. Let's see. Inches, centimeters, fiberglass, made in Japan. So that's kind of cool. That might be one to just hang on to. I don't know. They're just, and these are just, I don't know. I thought they were cool. For $2. I really wanted this, the one that was more cloth-like. And the blue and yellow one, that one's cool too. I've done, I think, one sewing themed journal. I don't know. I might do another one, maybe not. Maybe I'll just use those in a vintage journal. I'm not sure. They had a few blank journals. I looked at them, the paper in it wasn't anything special or anything different than what I already have, except for this one. It has little teapots on the pages. This is a Susan Branch brand, and I like the paper. It was a little bit different, so I grabbed that one. And this would be cute for the cover on a tea themed journal, because it's got this pretty on the inside and the outside just says, what would the world be without tea? So that would be a fun journal. Probably have to cover most of the back of it because it's got, you know, price tags and stuff, but it's kind of cute. A little dirty. I'd have to clean it up, but I like it. This is a pad of parchment paper, but they're different colors. It's got pink, blue, yellow, and tan. Aren't those cool? It's like almost pretty much a full pad. I think it was $1. Very cool. Don't need paper, but you know how it is. Let's see. What else have I got here? I'm trying to. I went to. I have a store that I went to. I want to save for last. My gosh, I don't need all this paper. Oh my goodness. How am I ever going to use all this paper? I better get making some journals. Alright, so more paper. But it was only $1. And it's this really pretty parchment looking paper. See, I don't dye paper because I'm too lazy to. I tried it once. I didn't like how it came out and I never did it again. So I use a lot of parchment paper in my journals. I think that they kind of have that dyed look, even though they're not really dyed. But it's the best that I can do unless somebody gives me dyed paper, which I have gotten some in swaps and I love it. But I use that right up because I like it so much. So this has to supplement my dyed paper. And another thing of parchment paper that was only $1. And this thing is full. It's full. And this is a good weight too. This is like heavier, almost cardstock weight. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do with all this paper? And I'm running out of space on the floor here. I don't know why I picked this up. I just thought it was cute. I like Dr. Seuss. This was not colored in. I don't know if I'll use this for junk journaling or if I'll just stick it in with the kids' coloring books. I don't know. I just liked it. Sometimes I just pick things up. Some more buttons. This was like the day after we did the yard sale thing and I sold all my buttons. So I had to get more buttons. I was so happy that I sold them all that I had to buy some more. I just thought these were cute. I don't know why one was 50 cents and one was 75 cents, but I'll see if my mother wants one and keep one for myself. I picked up this planner, I think because, yes, the paper. Look at that beautiful paper. Isn't that gorgeous? It has this. Now, it does have a calendar on it, but I think I can still use that. And then there's this paper here. And in the back, I think there's more of the plain. Let's see. Yes. More of the plain notes paper. Look at all that. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought that was beautiful paper. And it's lined and so. And the covers. I don't like these spiral bound books. I mean, like, how am I supposed to, there. The cover's nice. It's leather, I think. Feels like it is. Pretty butterflies on it. Let's see. I think I need to get moving a little bit faster. I really, up until like 2 days ago, I thought I was going to have a very short video this time. And then I hit these estate sales and it was like, oh, I need to do a video. this is just some twine, and it's a neutral color, but it's got sparkles in it. So I thought that would be fun for binding a journal. Some napkins. Cowboy journal? I think so. And this I just picked up. I don't know why. I just thought it was just an absolutely gorgeous book. No, I don't think that I would use this in a junk journal. I just love the pictures in it. So, I don't know. I had to have it. Just, I don't know why. Look at that. Is that awesome? Awesome pictures. These people, I was reading this, and these people took these pictures in their backyard. Oh, and it's autographed. It's autographed. I didn't know it was autographed. So this is just going in my book collection just because it's beautiful. Kudos to these people for this book. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. Let's see. Just some yarn for tag toppers or whatever. And this is pretty vintage. It's very, to me, the colors are very vintage looking. Like, if you were doing like a real vintage, you want it to look very old, this would work very well in it. I like this. I don't know why. I just was drawn to this. And then when I put it together with this, it's like, oh, isn't that pretty? So I may have to use those. I've recently made, I've got 2 journals that I've recently done. I'm going to show you in another video. That those will go good in one of them. Oh, this was a quarter. I thought it was pretty. A little different colors than what I have. Another journal. But this one has like weekly stuff. There's no, year dates. It's got different kinds of paper, different illustrations, some plain. I just thought that this was something that I could definitely use, and I think I can take it apart. It looks like it's sewn in. I just have to find the centers of the signatures. And I can take this apart and have signature pages. Yep, there we are. So I'll take those stitches out, and then I've got signature pages that are super cute. That could go. So I'll probably take this apart sooner rather than later so that I have the pages readily available to use and it won't take up space on my shelf. And this actually would make a really cute journal cover too. So that's a useful little thing. I paid $1 for it. One little golden book. I don't know why, but I thought this was the cutest book. The Happy Man and His Dump Truck. Oh my goodness. The title is so cute. And look at the illustrations in it. Oh my goodness. This one definitely is going to be made into a journal. Copyright renewed 1978. All the animals in the dump truck. I just love it. I love it. So, this is a future journal. We're getting there. I really thought this was going to be a short video. Alright, eyelets. I didn't didn't really need eyelets, but when I find them for 50 cents, gotta pick them up. Oh, I thought these were a different shaped paper clip. Now, wouldn't these look cute with some ribbon or fabric here, some beads or dangly thing on the bottom? I mean, there's so many possibilities with these. I thought these were really cool. So I'm going to play with those. I've been playing with my beads lately. That'll be another video. I took this bookmark. Look at that. A dragonfly. Isn't that beautiful? I think I'm going to use that in my Outlander journal. This thing of appliques. I don't know what all's in here. But I saw enough to say, okay, I'll buy it for $2. It might have been discount day too. I don't know. All right, so we got those. Interesting. Those are cute. These are cute. They've got like little mirrors in the center. Very cute. See some Happy Mail gonna be done with these. These were all bought from Walmart for 50 cents a piece, so $2 for the bag is pretty good, I think. So those are fun. I'll just leave those out somewhere over here. Oh, more buttons. I don't know why I bought these, because they were only $1. They're all little white ones, but there's some older ones in there, I think. I don't know. I just got them because buttons. This was 50 cents. And they're little, like, it says dimensional ephemera, but they're like little game pieces and stuff. I hope they're not like real thick cardboard. Yeah, some of them are. They are. They're kind of thick. Chipboard like. But that's okay. I think I can do something with them. Bingo numbers. And some marbles. I like the marbles. Playing boards. I wish they weren't as thick as they are. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Chinese checkers. Parcheesi. Bunch of bingo things. Around the world. I don't know what that is. So, yeah. It was alright for 50 cents. I'll figure out a way to use them. The bingo chips are kind of cool. I got this paper holder because it was the right color for my room, and I've been doing, of course, constantly doing reorganizing and rearranging, and I can use this. So why do I keep picking up horse stuff? I don't know, but it was $2, and look at these stamps. How could I not? I don't know what it is. I'm not even particularly drawn to horses. I'm not one of those horse people, but they keep finding me. Photo paper for $2. They had another pack there that was like half full with a $4 price tag on it. I was like, what? I always pick up photo paper when I find it cheap because I print a lot of photos. Now this I found very interesting. I picked it up and I looked at it. I was like, what is this? First of all, we have this aged lucky numbers scorecard. We think maybe this was used in one of those illegal gambling places that had popped up back in the, I don't know, late 80s, 90s. It's copyright 1988. And this is the instructions for how to play. It looks a bit complicated to me. I don't know. And then the cards are like that. So it's some kind of gambling card game that was probably illegal. But what I found really interesting is it's copyright information. Somewhere on here I saw distributed by Park Professional Systems, Pinellas Park, Florida, which is near where I used to live. That's where my mother lives, in Pinellas Park. So I thought that was really, really interesting that it came from Pinellas Park, Florida. This product is not endorsed by or affiliated with the Florida Department of the Lottery or any other state department of the lottery. Random numbers for all lotteries. I'm thinking this was part of the illegal gambling places, the storefront places that popped up back then. They all got shut down. I'm thinking that's what this is from, but I thought the scorecard was really interesting and the cards were different, so I don't know. This just might be one of those things I just might keep, just because it's something really different and questionable. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm almost done. I picked up this little wooden box. I like little wooden boxes. This was only $1. Something else is going to have to go for me to put this somewhere in my room. That's how full I am. But I've got like plastic things that I could replace with this. Or my cards are overflowing. Maybe I'll put some cards in it. Or so, I don't know. I'll find a place for it. Believe me, I can find a place for anything that I need to find a place for. I have a way of being able to do that. Look how 70s-ish this is. Isn't that cool? 30 cents. There's a yard and 3 inches. I thought that was very cool. And a craft bag of jewelry. I absolutely love these things. I just recently went through some previous jewelry bags that I bought, and I dismantled everything and sorted them all out, and then it got me playing with them and beads. And I should have put the camera on. I should have, because I was just having a good time. So I am, oh, tiny beads going everywhere. I just got caught up in having fun and did not put the camera on. What in the world? This is like caught on the bag. That's weird. So let's see if we have anything just off the top of our heads here. I need to put these back in a bag. Well, this is interesting. silver. This chain will make a good little dangly thing. And I can dangle things off of the dangly thing. Oh my goodness, it's very tangled up here. This is just, I don't know. These, I could take these apart, make something with those. All the beads. Somebody was going for a theme here when they put this bag together. I wish they wouldn't do that, because I don't, you know, I don't need themed things. I just, all right, so here's some chains with, I don't know if you can see this. It's chains with little beads on the bottom. So each of these I would take separately and add those to either a spine dangle or just hanging from a pin or a clip or something. And then we have these. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff I can take apart on this. That's a good one. This one's, something's made in India here. I don't know what. These are glass beads on this. Those are nice. Some little black beads. This bag's got a lot of good stuff in it. Oh, red hats. Anybody belong to the Red Hat Society? I've got a bunch of red hat charms. I will swap for something else if you have anything. Doesn't have to be charms. It can be anything. Dyed paper would be wonderful. I haven't figured out what to do with these flat back clip-on earrings. I don't know. I've got a few of those. Is this some kind of... Is it broken? Is it a horn? I do not know what that is. Oh gosh, a whole bunch of red hats. Oh, look at all the red hats. Do you know what the Red Hat Society is? I'll tell you what it is, in case you don't know. It is an organization that has clubs, groups all across the country, and they call themselves the Red Hat Society. And from what I understand, you have to be a certain age to belong to the Red Hat Society. And it was formed based off of that poem. I do not know the name of the poem or the author. I don't remember. But it starts out, when I am an old lady, I shall wear a purple dress and a red hat. And it goes on to say what they will do when they're an old lady. So somebody formed, based on that, this Red Hat Society. And so it's older women, and they get together and they do whatever they do. They go on field trips, they get together, I don't know, tea parties, I don't know what they do. My mother was a red hat. They call themselves red hats. She was a red hat for a while in her park, but I think they might have disbanded. I don't know. She hasn't really talked about it lately. So that's what that's about. Somebody had a red hat charm or something, charm bracelet. Anyway, these are good. And they've got the little things in between, so you can put them at the bottom of a dangle or coming off of clips or something. So there's a bunch there. Don't know, some kind of bracelet thing. A couple of random beads. These two bracelets, I don't know what to do with those. That's a really ugly earring. I'm sorry. Sorry if you made it, but it's... here's some... Oh, there's just loose beads in here. This has got some chains with a bead at the bottom. I can figure out how to dismantle that. I'm disappointed that all the charms are red hats. Seriously. Now I can use one or two red hats maybe to put in a journal just as a quirky thing, but I don't need this many red hats. Little very, very white pearly beads. A Jesus thing. Oh, this looks dangerous. What the heck is this? Oh my, what am I going to do with that? They are strung. There's holes. I don't know if you can see how they're strung. So they stick out like this. They look like teeth. I don't know what I would do with that. Huh. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that one. Alright, well, here's one charm that's not a red hat. It says I wish on it. T&T. I don't know what that means. There's some good things in here. I am a little bit disappointed in all of this because I don't need that many red hat charms. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna let me grab a bag real quick to put those back into. I can't use that, it's got holes in it. I have a ton of like the bags you get from the pharmacy, but they have holes in them, which is okay for some things, but I can't put all these tiny little beads in there. Hope there's no holes in here. Oh, what is this? Alright, this is going in the trash. What in the world? It looks like a... I don't know. Trash. Oh, there goes all the little tiny beads. I think that my table is slanted down in that direction. Who knew? I didn't know. Sorry you have to watch this. I need a more efficient way of picking up these tiny little things. I could get a piece of tape. Yeah, I'll have to go through and sort these out. Put all my red hats in one little bag. Oh my goodness. Do I have a piece of tape right here? Do I have any washi tape or anything? No. Here. Let's do this. Boy, am I lazy. Well, that wasn't all that helpful, was it? A little bit, but probably could have picked them up with my hands faster. Okay, Mary, people are watching this. Stop. They're going to get bored and turn it off. I have one more thing to show you. One more thing. Okay. So, I think I've mentioned before that there's a local craft store that I have been wanting to go to. I went to it once, but she has since moved locations. Still local, not very far from where she was, just down the street, really. But I just hadn't gotten there. And I think one of the reasons why I hadn't gotten there is because I knew if I went, I was going to spend money. Which I didn't want to do. But I did. I went. Now, for you local people, because I know there's some local people on here, the store is right here. Betty's Creative Studio. There's the information, if you can see that. She's on Facebook, has a website if you want to check her out. She does sell online. She's, as far as I know, the only local craft store left in anywhere in my area. And she has the most wonderful stuff. Oh my goodness, she has wonderful, wonderful stuff. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God, can you see all the different papers that are in here? It's beautiful. She carries Minte. She carries 49 a Market. She carries, of course, Tim Holtz. All the latest and greatest of everything. I really had to contain myself. Look at that. I think this was 50% off. Yep. So she has some items that are 75% off. She has some items that are 50% off. It's wonderful. That's just so cute. And then I got some sprays. This, I believe, was on sale also. This is Sky. Pretty blue. This is Apricot. A pretty peach. And it just so happened, I picked these up first, I believe. And then I saw this paper, and it all goes. I didn't mean to coordinate it, but it's coordinated. And I picked up some paper glaze. So it's like stencil paste. And some clear gesso, because I have been wanting some clear gesso and I can't find it. None of the craft stores, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, nobody carries it. So I was glad to find it. And I picked some up. And some journal cards. Aren't those pretty? So this is all beautiful and wonderful. But the best thing about going to the store that day is I met a woman who works there. Hi, Carrie. It was so nice to meet you. And guess what? She makes junk journals. She had a couple there that she was selling, and she showed them to me, and they were absolutely gorgeous. And I'm hoping that, you know, we can get together and do meetup like you had said. She knows a couple other people that do junk journals, and I just think that would be fun to have a friend nearby that makes junk journals. And we stood there and we chatted for a few minutes. My husband was out in the car, so I would have loved to have stayed a bit longer, but it was so nice to talk with someone who gets it. You know, we talked about finding Edith Holden books, and I'm on the lookout for a gnome book for you. All the places I've gone so far, I haven't found one, but I've seen them, so I will find one. And we just, it was so nice to chat with someone who, yeah, gets it. And she has a few things that she's selling there on consignment. And this is one of them. It's a little mystery envelope. $4.99. 20 pieces in there. I thought, let me just check it out. She was telling me that she does a lot of fussy cutting. She recently injured her foot, and so she was kind of laid up for a while, and she did a lot of fussy cutting. And she evidently is very good at it, because this is a fussy cut, she told me. So, oh, please don't let me ruin it. Let us see what is in here. Oh, I already know I like it. Oh, little bunny. Isn't that cute? Oh, she's gorgeous. Huh? I love this. I absolutely love this. I'm going to do a chocolate journal. I love this. Very cool old pictures. I don't know where she got these from, but they're cool. A duck. Some old advertising things. Some fussy cutouts. This was worth the $1.99. Thank you, Carrie. You do a good job here putting these together. That's cool. The self-inking stamp pad. That's very cool. Oh, that's neat. I wonder where she got that one from. Coca-Cola Bottling Company, a little miniature of a, like a guest check type of thing. Some bird cutouts. Ginger. Very cool. I like this little selection of little goodies. Ephemera. That's not really ephemera, but that's what we'll call it. I like it. Thank you, Carrie. That's very nice. So that is, I think, let me just make sure. Yep. That is my haul for today. Thank you very much for watching. Did I go over? Oh, yeah, I went over really badly. I'm sorry. Okay, I hope you're still there. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.